Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So I have an update on this whole Lin Wood saga that continues surrounding his license to practice law and whether or not he's going to be able to hold on to it. If you've been following the show, you know that he was asked to take a mental health examination by the Georgia State Bar because of concerning behavior, to say the least. He refused, and so now the State Bar of Georgia has sent a 1,600-page disciplinary letter to this Trump-loving conspiracy theorist attorney. So I'm going to break this down into two segments because there's quite a bit of ground to cover. So the letter, which was dated February 5th, was marked as confidential. Wood posted this on social media on the messaging app known as Telegram, along with a link to Dropbox where he had uploaded the entire document. So in reading through a portion of the document, what I found was that Wood appears to be inept and he appears to be violating laws and or codes of conduct. For example, the Georgia Bar cited the fact that on December 1st of 2020, Wood filed a complaint in the Eastern District of Wisconsin on behalf of two men, William Feehan and Derek Van Orden. And he stated, quote, "Because of the illegal voting irregularities, Mr. Van Orden seeks to have a new election ordered by this court." Van Orden ran in a race against an incumbent Democrat, and he lost by approximately 10,000 votes. The problem is that Van Orden did not seek to have a new election, and he was in no way involved in this lawsuit. In fact, at 4 p.m. that same day, Van Orden tweeted out the following, quote, "I learned through social media today that my name was included in a lawsuit without my permission. To be clear, I am not involved in the lawsuit seeking to overturn the election in Wisconsin." Wood then amended the complaint. He refiled it without Van Orden listed as a plaintiff, but the court nevertheless dismissed the case anyway due to errors that would appear just from someone who's not an attorney to be common knowledge for someone with Wood's background and reputation. I mean, this guy has been practicing law for over 40 years. So there were things like he filed in federal court when the matter should have been filed in state court, or he listed a defendant who was deemed, quote, "not suitable per the judge's ruling." The disciplinary letter also pointed out a filing in Arizona which, quote, "alleged that the election process was riddled with fraud and illegality. The plaintiffs presented little to no relevant or reliable evidence in support of their claims." So one of the things that they're going after him for is filing frivolous lawsuits. So that's what that has to do with. They also included in this disciplinary letter references to Wood's insane social media rantings about conspiracy theories, including some that I'm sure you've heard, like he was saying that Chief Justice Roberts is a pedophile, that he has some connection to Jeffrey Epstein. He was saying that Hillary Clinton had this whole plot to kill federal judges. And then when Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia found out about her plot, she had him killed too. Again, this is not me saying this, this is him. He also apparently said that Mitch McConnell, Chuck Schumer, and Vice President Mike Pence are pedophiles, that they're friends of Jeffrey Epstein. And he said that Pence, quote, "used 13, 14, and 15-year-old boys for his own self-serving purposes." Additional conspiracies that he wrote about involved the terrorist attack at the Capitol. The day after the attack, on January 7th, Wood stated, quote, "I don't believe anyone died yesterday. I think it was all staged. It was Antifa dressed up as Trump people." He also claimed that Ashley Babbitt was part of a false flag operation and that she was still alive, and this was conducted by the deep state and Antifa. Ashley Babbitt, of course, is the woman who was shot and killed on camera as she was trying to crawl through the broken glass on the door leading to the House chamber. So he says she's alive, she's alive and well, even though her family has spoken out about this. The bar also noted that Wood encouraged his supporters to attack the Capitol. It states, quote, on the morning of January 6th, Mr. Wood posted to his 1.1 million Twitter followers that the time had come to take back our country, to fight for our freedom. He wrote those words alongside an image stating that it was 1776 again. In the same paragraph, they note that while Trump's terrorists were attacking the Capitol building, Wood tweeted that they should follow the advice of Bill White and, quote, enter the U.S. Capitol building, enter both houses, fight for us, fight for Trump. So my question is, which is it? Does Wood believe that it was Antifa attacking the Capitol building? If so, was he telling Antifa to enter the building in both houses? They try to have it both ways. By him saying it wasn't actually Trump supporters, it was Antifa, I guess then that Trump supporters don't really give a damn about Trump and the election. And they didn't care to fight for him because, according to Wood and others, they didn't show up for him. And instead, it was Antifa that took over the Capitol. Anyway, the complaint goes on to detail his increasingly erratic and abusive and unprofessional behavior. That was their words exactly, towards his former law partners. And I've talked about this in the past on the show, but I'm going to end part one, segment one, right here. And then I'll pick up on segment two, talking about all of that, because there are details in this complaint that I haven't heard and that I haven't reported on in the past. So be sure to check out part two for that. All right, guys, as always, thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.